Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you haven't already, please consider subscribing and helping us feed a hungry hippo. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It really helps us out a lot in the algorithm. Today is January 9th and it's a Tuesday, so that means it's time for What Sold on eBay. This week we're taking a look at the very first full week of January 2024. And because the year started on a Monday, it works out perfect that we'll be looking at January 1st through January 7th, which is Monday through Sunday, the very first year of 2024. Just like every week in these What Sold videos, we're going to start with the plush items that sold. I do pull up every single plush item to show you. It is my favorite thing to resell, source, photograph, list, talk about, unbox. I love plushies. And they have a very low sell-through rate. They're very, very long tail and slow to sell. So we don't sell as many of those as we do other items. It's safe to say I could pull them all up. Except for last month when we sold all the plushies in the whole entire world. And I still pulled them all up. But hey, plushies are fun. After we take a look at all of the plush, I pulled up some highlights of the week. I've got some BOLO items for you to be on the lookout for, some solid, tried and true bread and butter brands, and some poop brands. What? We'll talk about them when we get to them. We're going to start with this Build-A-Bear purple dress and shoes. I did buy a lot of Build-A-Bear clothing back around Thanksgiving, and there was a lot of stuff in there. And what I did was I just built little outfits. And when I ran out of enough clothes to build outfits, I started building lots of just like plain t-shirts or Hello Kitty stuff or just shoes. It was a lot of fun to do. I sat in my office and watched movies and played with Build-A-Bear clothes. It was so fun. And this is one of the outfits I created. I just matched the little purple shoes with the little princess dress and sold it for $13.12 on a 30% off sale over the weekend and $5 shipping. Next, we have a Disney Frozen Olaf spinning and talking plush, still in the box. Found this, I want to say at Goodwill. This is a very older listing. I don't know. Plush is very long tail and can take a long time to sell. This Olaf has been around for a couple of years. Now, that can be normal for a lot of plush, honestly. A plush that sells within 6 months, even to a year, is pretty typical, even fast. Some plush are going to sell faster than that. Some plush you're going to put up and it's going to sell overnight. It really depends on the popularity at the time, the saturation on eBay, how many other people have the same plush as you or the same character. Did a movie just come out? Did a new show just come out? It also depends on the time of year. And sometimes you're just in the right place at the right time. A lot of people that buy plush are buying replacement plushies for their kids that they've lost or left behind on vacation, or adults that are looking for collectibles. And you just happen to list the right thing at the right time, and it's going to sell very quickly. But to be realistic, plush takes a long time to sell. I hear all the time in our Facebook group, emails, messages, why won't my plush sell? Well, how long has it been listed for? 6 months? Okay, that's like 2 months in clothing world. It takes longer than that, usually. You're going to have your good ones that are going to sell quicker. So this plush has been around for a while. He was new in the box. I think the popularity of Frozen has kind of like waned. I think it fluctuates once in a while. They come out with like a new movie or whatever. Olaf is also a very common oversaturated character. But I was happy to finally sell him for $12 on a best offer with $13 shipping. Next up, I have a Cincy Buddy. This is Jenna the Giraffe. If you ever want to find out the name of your Cincy Buddy, just do a Google image search and you'll find that particular Cincy Buddy and you can find their name. The unfortunate part about the Cincy Buddies is they have gone down in value. It's people that are racing to the bottom. Hey, this wouldn't be a Star video if we didn't at least mention that horrible race to the bottom. when I first started reselling Plush, I could sell Cincy Buddies for like $50. And there's not that many of them listed. So it's not like it's because a million people are selling them. It's because people keep undercutting to get that fast nickel or be the first one to sell. And you're just participating in that race to the bottom, which can completely trash entire markets and brands. I don't recommend doing it. If you want to sell your stuff less than everyone else, list it at market value, list it at what you comped it at, and run a sale. So if everyone else has, let's say, Cincy Buddies nowadays, right around $20, and you want yours to sell first, don't list it for 18 or 15 or 10. Don't be a turd. List yours for 20 and run a 50% off sale. You'll be the first one to sell it. I guarantee you, but you're not participating in that problem. I'll get off my soapbox now. I sold this Gem of the Giraffe for $13 plus 7 shipping. This is a Winnie the Pooh radio. This is really cool. Sorry, I needed a drink of water. This is like a plush that is also an AM FM radio. Now, he did take a little while to sell because he does have one glaring defect. He does work, but the volume doesn't work. So you can turn him on and off. You can go back and forth from AM to FM, and you can change the stations, but it stays at the same volume. And then he had some cosmetic issues as well. But he did sell for $12 plus 13 shipping. This is Russ Yumo Classics. So some of these Russ Yumo Classics can sell for a lot of money and they'll comp real high. And some don't. I think it just depends on the character you have. And this guy's very small. He's only a 4-inch little backpack clip. So he's not even like a full-sized plush. There's his little clip. You can see it. It's blue. He sold for $6 plus 6 shipping. And that, nope. Yes, that is the end of the plush sales this week. And we're going to get into the highlights of our clothing sales. So I'm going to show you some poop brands first. And the reason I'm showing you the poop brands is just to give you an idea of the things that I can sell that come to me in a ThredUp box, or if I get a denim blue box of denim. You're not always going to have winners. Sometimes you'll have really great brands. Sometimes you'll have solid bread and butter. And sometimes they send you poop brands. And my philosophy, when you buy a wholesale lot or a big purchase, you pay one price all in with shipping to get a big delivery right to your door so you don't have to go out sourcing. You can just get inventory and list and get a lot of it at once, right? So I always try to get every bit of profit I can out of these wholesale lots, and that means selling everything that's viable. If it's not damaged, stained, ripped, torn, beyond selling, I'm going to sell it. The reality is when you buy wholesale, typically they say 10% is going to be garbage or trash that you're going to have to throw away. And while Keith and I have found that to be true with pallets of electronics and remote controls, I don't really find that true when I buy wholesale plush or jeans. It's not often that I have stuff that's so damaged that I can't sell it. But I do get maybe 10 to 20% of brands I would never source. I would never recommend anyone else source, but they're there. And so I list them because the reality is the good stuff out of that box is going to sell for good money. It's probably going to sell more quickly, and you're going to pay for that purchase right away with those good items. And then everything else is just icing on the cake. And this is especially true if you have any kind of volume-based business. If you're paying $1 or $2 or less than that even for all of your inventory, even if you're selling it for less than the good brands, it's still profit. It's still valuable, especially with volume-based businesses. So I don't get rid of anything or trash anything unless it's really beyond being able to sell. So these are blue asphalt. Would I ever pick these up in the thrift? Nope. Not even for 50 cents. But I'll sure as heck list them if they come to me in wholesale. So I took a best offer on these of $8.25, and they paid $7 shipping. That's what they look like. They're nice looking jeans. It's just not that great of a brand or sought after. Terra Sky. This is a Walmart brand. Now, the exception with this Terra Sky brand, I actually will source this from the thrift if it's 99 cents and if it's a plus size. Believe it or not, even these Walmart brands will sell very quickly if they're plus size. Almost any plus size jeans are going to sell more quickly than the other ones. So if I find a whole rack of Walmart brand and they're all plus size and they're all 99 cents on 99 cents day, I buy them all 200 of them or whatever's there. This one sold for $8.74 plus 10 shipping. So this was on a 30% off sale. So normally these would go for more like 10 plus 10 shipping, but we do run a 30% off sale every weekend to try to encourage buyers when they're buying. They're off work. They just got their paycheck. Some people drink and shop on the weekends. So I just try to run an extra sale, or sometimes I won't run the 30% off, but I'll send out a coupon or something. Next, we have this Disney Cruise Line Mickey Mouse. Y'all have seen him before. I had about 20, I think 2 boxes of 20. I had a lot of him. He was at a yard sale years ago, and that was $1 a box. And what I do is I put 3 available at all times to increase the urgency. If I put that I had 20 of these available and a buyer sees that, there's almost like this psychological response that, oh, there's 20 of them, I'll come back and buy it later. And then you may lose the sale. So I keep track on my list perfectly catalog on this listing in the SKU line of how many I actually still have. And then I just make sure there's always 3 or less available here on eBay. This buyer bought 2 of these and paid $32.45 all in with shipping and everything for both of the Mickey Mice. The Mickey Mice? That's how Keith and I refer to them. Go get the Mickey Mice. But yeah, $32.45 for 2 of them. And we had sold quite a few of these this Christmas season, so that was nice. We paid like $2 for all of them that we have. American Eagle. This is one of my favorite bread and butter brands. You guys hear about it all the time. It's part of my trifecta. My 3 favorites are American Eagle, Gap, and Old Navy. I do really well with these. Now, I have been told by other sellers that they think I do really well with these because I have so many listed. And maybe that's true. If I have 500 American Eagles, I'm probably going to sell more than someone who has 2 American Eagles listed. But I find these for 99 cents all the time. So I buy hundreds of them and list hundreds of them. They're just my favorite. I can sell any size, any style. They actually sell faster for me than they technically should. If you look at their sell-through rate on paper, which we did just update our jeans guide. If you're interested, it's available in the description box. $12.99. So I took a best offer of $11 on these and $7 shipping. So I got one buyer that bought 2 pairs of Riders. This is another brand that a lot of people will avoid. I like it, but I only get it if it's 99 cents and plus size. So that's my rule with these, just like the Walmart brand and Gloria Vanderbilt, to be honest. So I had 2 pairs that were like the same size, pretty much the same style. One buyer bought both pairs and paid $41.56 for both pairs of jeans plus shipping. That was the total cost that they paid. And I was able to get them in one large poly bag and ship them, I think it was like $7 for my label. These are Taharis. This is a decent brand. I wouldn't say totally avoid it, and I would absolutely say pick it up if you find it with tags. In fact, I pick up anything new with tags. It can be the poopiest of poop brands. If it's at 99 cents a day and it has tags, just come home with me. Because new with tag stuff is always going to sell more quickly and for more money than used items. It just is. Especially in Q4 in like tax return time. So these sold for a best offer of $25 plus the 10 shipping. This is an example of me selling something of my own. So I talk about that sometimes on this channel when I do the organizational or videos on bullet journaling or cleaning your home. It's a good idea every once in a while to just declutter a room. Go through your office, go through your desk, go through your dresser drawers and your closet and your shoes. And you can declutter your home and get rid of stuff you're not using, but then you can resell it and just list it in your stores or your Posh Closets, because that's a bonus of being a reseller. So another thing I do is I have an Ipsy subscription. If you're not familiar, it's like, I want to say 12, but it might be 14 now, dollars a month. And you get 5 little sample products every month. And you can choose all skincare, all makeup, or both. Ladies, this is for you. It's pretty interesting. I like it. You can go on and take a quiz and you can tell them, I don't like lipstick or nail polish, but I do like eyeshadow and eyeliner, whatever. You take a quiz and they kind of build you a little bag every month. But sometimes you still end up with stuff you don't want. So I follow the philosophy of when in doubt, piece it out. Just like you would with electronics, or if you had like a bulk buy of Legos, you know, people will build little lots of those. Even with Plush, it's just a good philosophy to have when you're a reseller. When in doubt, piece it out. And that's what I do with my little Ipsy bags. There's like 5 little samples each month. And sometimes you get like a big item, especially around your birthday. But if I ever get anything that I'm not going to personally use, I resell it. You can see that this sold for actually $4.49 on a best offer plus the 5 shipping. But that means I made like $4.25 on this thing that I'm not even going to use. So I paid, we'll say $12 for my subscription bag. I made $4 back. So I paid $8 on my subscription bag. I'm already going to pay the money for that. I have 4 items I can use. It just makes sense to me to resell the stuff I'm not going to use. It's not often they send me stuff I don't like, but it does happen. So I just resell it. And then, you know, a couple times a year, we'll go through our closets and stuff and do the decluttering and resell our clothes. And again, it's t-shirts that we're going to list for like $8 plus shipping. It's not big time money, but if it's a t-shirt that I had bought for myself and I already got my use out of it, and now it's just taking up space in my closet and I can make $6 on it, why not? Why not make a little bit of money? And it gives you a little bit of extra inventory too. So if you live somewhere cold, where it snows and gets icy, it's actually been snowing here since Saturday. And then last night it started to rain and sleet. So our road out front here is complete iced over. I heard the truck coming out with the plow earlier. But it's like, we're not going anywhere, right? So if you get stuck somewhere where it's really snowing or the roads are bad and you can't get out to get inventory, you can always source your own house, right? It's the perk of being a reseller. All right, Adriana Goldschmied, very good brand. Always pick it up. It used to be worth a lot more money. There we go, back on that race to the bottom lecture again. These sold for $20 plus 10 shipping. These are Angel. Most of your AGs are going to have some kind of name on them. Use it. Whenever brands supply a name, a style, a rise, anything to describe the jeans on the tags, use it in your title. 1, you're getting free keywords that you don't even have to think about. 2, people who are loyal to the brand or that style of jeans, that's what they're searching for in the search. So you want that in your title so you show up for them. Talbots. I don't source these anymore. I don't like them. But these came out of a ThreadUp box, so they got listed. And they're the curvy jeans. And they're size 14, which is considered a plus size on some platforms. And they're petite. I'm a petite. I'm 5 foot tall. It's really hard for me to find pants that I'm not like walking on or they're going under my shoes and getting dragged on the ground. Short people, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm a fluffy person. So it is hard to find the plus size shorter jeans. They do sell well. So if you find these for 99 cents, maybe you'd pick them up. And these sold for best offer of $13.49 plus 10 shipping. And my favorite pair of jeans I sold this week, Judy Blue Slim Fit Mid-Rise Jeans, new with tags for $50 plus 10 shipping. Please, guys, do not destroy Judy Blues the way y'all did silvers. I used to sell silvers when I first started for like $60 all in. Miss Me's, all those great brands. I'm lucky if I can get 30 or 40 for. Don't race to the bottom and ruin Judy Blues. This is a really good brand. This is a bolo. Be on the lookout. I got 60 all in for these, but you can still get 40 to 50 for the used ones. Judy Blue has a really great line of plus size jeans for curvy women that do really well. So whether they're new at tags or used, I would actually pay up to $7 for Judy Blue. Now I normally get them half off for $3.50. I don't really see a lot of these going to 99 cents when I go out to the thrifts because people are buying them at the thrifts. It's a popular brand. All right, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about anything you saw in this video or about reselling in general, let me know down below. I do answer everybody. Don't forget to join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. It's a great group full of really positive people. It's a good atmosphere. It's a great place to learn without fear of being made fun of if you're new. There are no stupid questions in that group. It's a very comfortable place. Go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.